Hello everyone, and welcome to Victoria's Cantina. Today we're having a look at the Hasbro Star Wars 2014 Toys R Us exclusive Star Wars Rebels Reveal the Jedi 3-pack. Here's a look at the packaging. Packaging is quite nicely done. Obviously the mystery figure is blacked out right there. I think it's a little too busy though. There's a lot of different things on there in different languages, which we're not really used to seeing. Alright, so Star Wars Rebels. Finally, we have some new Star Wars figures to purchase that are not based on anything we've seen before. This is pretty cool. I've been pretty excited for Rebels for some time, so, I've been looking forward to getting these guys. This trio of figures is a Toys R Us exclusive, so as far as I can tell, they are the first retailer in the U.S. to carry Star Wars Rebels figures. So it's kind of like a preview set of sorts. So, if you want to get your Star Wars Rebels, be sure and check out your local Toys R Us. It's funny how with these guys, if you look at the back of the box, it actually tells you who the secret reveal figure is, Obi-Wan, which, is kind of silly considering I'm sure they had some sort of legal reason for doing that, or, who knows. But that's the way they chose to do it. From what I've seen in the previews so far, the likenesses do appear to match what we've seen of these guys. At least as far as Kanan and Ezra, Obi-Wan, there have been glimpses of him in hologram form. But we haven't seen too much of him. So, this will have to suffice for now. Alright, and let's start off with Kanan Jarrus. Very simplistic. These obviously look like they are replicating characters from a cartoon TV show. So, in that respect, they look good. He's got his ponytail there. Outfit looks pretty nice. It looks, very Ralph McQuarrie. It looks kind of like he has a Stormtrooper armor on the right arm. Not sure why you wouldn't wear it on both arms, but again, very Ralph McQuarrie in appearance. He has, pretty minimally detailed clothing. The pants, just a very simple gray. His blaster is actually sculpted to his thigh right there. Boots. You get a little bit of detail. There's some ridging in there with them, so they're not just solid black. But, it's very simple. It's very, very simple, and overall, I think it gets the job done. There's a little bit of what looks like, scrapes or dirt or something, which, is a little bit shameful, considering this was brand new out of the box. But all in all, it's a pretty good-looking figure. For articulation, you're getting your 5 points. You have the head swivel, arm swivels, and the leg swivels, and, you get a nice range of movement with him. For accessories, Kanan comes with his blue-bladed lightsaber, and it's a pretty nice shade of blue. The lightsaber handle itself is, very reminiscent, again, of the Ralph McQuarrie artwork, so, it's pretty cool that they're sticking, some of these old designs into Star Wars Rebels. All right, and there's Ezra for you, close-up of him. Very nicely done. I think it, closely matches what we've seen so far of Rebels, and the eyes are a little bit off. It could be a little bit better, but, it's not horrendous. His skin does look a little bit patchy in the facial area. I don't know exactly what that is. I don't know if it's from paint or sculpt or what, but probably paint. That could be improved in a little bit. His outfit is, very simplistic, just like Kanan. But, there are some design elements to it. That looks a little bit messy. I don't know if that shouldn't be sharper, but you have that. There's the front. A little bit of scratching there, like what we saw with Kanan. So it's a little bit, that's too bad. The legs, he looks like he has some armor on his right leg. A knee pad on the left. Overall, I think it works. It's just very simple, which I think you should expect if you're collecting the Rebels figures. For articulation, he's got a swivel there at the head. He has swivels at the arms, and then swivels at the legs as well. And they can actually go all the way back with this guy. Ezra's one accessory is this Imperial helmet. And it actually looks a lot like the McQuarrie concept Snowtrooper. If you've ever seen that. Hasbro did a figure on that one some years back. And this looks a lot like that. So, again, another instance of, them throwing in McQuarrie designs into Rebels. And yes, the helmet fits Ezra quite well. It's a little bit snug, but, it works. You can get it over his head all the way. And yeah, it looks a little bit silly since he's just a kid wearing a big old Imperial helmet, but hey, it works, and that's what's important here. Alright, and the secret reveal figure. Now, I don't know much about what role Obi-Wan is playing in Rebels. I don't think anybody really does so far, but this definitely looks like Episode 3 Obi-Wan. Very much, particularly like Clone Wars Episode 3 Obi-Wan, so I'm guessing the hologram maybe was filmed around that time. And then Ezra's just rewatching it, some years later. At least I would hope so, because if it appears that Rebels is going to be about 14 or 15 years after Revenge of the Sith, and if Obi-Wan still looks the same as he did in Revenge of the Sith, only to look like an old man, 4 or 5 years later in A New Hope, then, that'd just be pretty unexplainable. But yeah, I mean, this looks pretty good. It's very simplistic. He's just kind of folding his arms there. I mean, the head sculpt looks good, even though there's not much to see because he's just translucent blue. It's pretty nicely done. There's some texture on the robe. Bottom is just flat like that. Now, it does look like my Obi-Wan kind of is not perfectly straight. It looks like the upper part of his body kind of leans over to his left a little bit. I don't know if that's just my figure. Yeah, there's a little bit of a slant to him. It may very well be normal, but, I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell from looking at pictures online. And Obi-Wan has no accessories. He's simply a hologram, and he looks pretty good. He is a little bit short. If you compare him next to Kanan, Kanan's, quite a bit taller. And that could just be due to Kanan being a tall guy. Or it could very well be that, the hologram of Obi-Wan is smaller than what he would appear like in real life. Maybe it's not life size. So, I mean, that's a possibility. Right. All right, so there you have it. This is the Hasbro Star Wars 2014 Toys R Us exclusive Star Wars Rebels Reveal the Jedi 3-pack featuring Kanan Jarrus, Ezra Bridger, and hologram Obi-Wan Kenobi. All in all, this is a pretty nicely done set. The important thing here is that the likenesses of the figures appear to match what we've seen in the promo material for Star Wars Rebels. That being said, the likenesses are very good here. Articulation, it's 5 points of articulation for Kanan and Ezra. But if you're a kid, you're probably just going to want to have figures of these characters to play with, and these will serve that purpose. The accessories are pretty nice. Kanan has his lightsaber. Ezra has an Imperial helmet, so I wouldn't have minded if they would have thrown in a couple more things in there, especially considering the price of the set being $20. But, for what it is, it's not bad. I just think it's a little bit overpriced for what you're getting here. But if you like Star Wars Rebels, or you're just looking to get something new that's still within the Star Wars universe, then you're probably going to want to check out this set. Thanks for watching Victoria's Cantina. Until next time, bye-bye.